Oops, I don't want that. I want that. I'm clicking too many buttons. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. We are back. This is the week you're going to see me popping up here and there, everywhere, even as new people start joining the Christmas in July Stream-a-thon throughout the week. We've got time. So if you are interested, please message me and I will get to you as soon as I can. But here we go. Welcome, everyone, to another Christmas in July sponsor spotlight. I am so excited to be able to bring this guest on and let him tell you what is going on in his world right now. But first, I'm Elena Rodriguez, and I am the founder of the Christmas in July 24-hour live stream-a-thon. And I'm so excited to be celebrating the 5th year. And I say number 5, because even when I say number 5, people can't believe it is actually number 5, especially those that have been here from year 1. It's amazing. So 5 years ago, I started Christmas in July because Christmas became a very different season for me after I lost my husband on Christmas Eve. And so what could have been, what could have become a repeated season of sadness, instead became an opportunity, the way I looked at it, to create something that brings people together, that spreads kindness, love, hope, inspiration, supports small businesses, because you all know I'm a powerhouse when it comes to small business, but does remind us that hope and generosity don't have to wait until December. And let's face it, our world needs this now more than ever. So Christmas in July is my way of honoring the beauty of community, celebrating life, and proving that even our hardest moments can become something that blesses others. And even though I can't believe this is our 5th annual, I just want to say that I am loving being able to introduce those that have been a huge support in helping this be possible year after year after year. And number 5 is no different. So I'm going to bring up Mr. Charles Prinzen, and he is going to be talking to you all about Follow Your Dreams Athletics, which is amazing. So I'm going to bring him on right here, and welcome to the sponsor spotlight as we prepare to celebrate year number 5.
Well, thank you. This is year number 4 for me. I didn't make it to the first one, but I've been here ever since, and I'm excited. Not excited because of I support you and everything that you do, but I'm excited to be able to be part of this amazing event that you put on every year that brings hope to one person every day.
I love that. So for those that are going to be tuning in and finding this like today, next week, next year, because once it's out there, it's out there. Why don't you start by telling people who you are and where you're joining us from?
I am Charles Prinzen, aka Coach Chuck, your locker room coach in this game of life. I am the founder of and CEO of Follow Your Dreams Athletics, and I'm currently residing in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I love it. I love it. So go ahead and tell us about your business. Talk all about Follow Your Dreams Athletics. Like that sounds, when you put follow your dreams, but then you put athletics, that can say a lot. So tell us about it.
Well, Follow Your Dreams Athletics actually came about after another program I put together, which is Me Expressing I Need Change Now. And that comes from a broken childhood. I had a very, very bad childhood, 13 years until I ran away my sophomore year in high school, and I got adopted. And I got involved in sports. Sports kept me off the street. Sports kept me grounded. And also in the education part of it, if I didn't have good grades, I couldn't participate in sports. And I lettered in 5 sports in high school. Right after high school, I got involved in coaching. And that was 1975. I had my very first coaching job, and I've been coaching ever since. But Follow Your Dreams is about following your dreams in life, not just sports, but in life. And I help people become, I'm actually a mentor. It's a mentorship program. Follow Your Dreams is a mentorship program that also helps coach sports. But let's get to the mentorship part of it. I help mentor at-risk youth that do not have the best environment that they are being raised in, because our youth are victims of the environment that they live in. And if that vicious cycle keeps going around and around and around, they are going to be the same adults that they were raised in by their parents. So I help mentor at-risk youth. I help them follow their dreams. I help them become more aware of self-esteem, self-worth, and self-respect within themselves, to find that, because I didn't have it growing up. I didn't know what it was like, but now that I know, I want to spread that, and I want to help others follow their dreams, and I have. High school, college. I even have young men and young ladies playing D1 colleges and pro football. One of them just retired, and I think that he might end up in the Hall of Fame in 5 years. So follow your dreams is part of individuals focusing on something that means something very special to them. More so right now is sports, but what about life? Our youth today that are at risk, that are in a very negative environment, all they want is to be loved, to have hope, and to be able to change things that they can themselves.
Yes, that's so beautiful. And I know that just from your childhood, that is probably a huge contribution to what has inspired you to start it. But what would what does that look like for a child? Like, if a parent is tuning in and watching right now, is it more about the mentorship, or is it more about the sports coaching? Are there specific sports? Or just tell us more about who would be the ideal youth to come and work with you.
Well, I think we're going to start off with sports, because sports gives you an opportunity. It has something that you can put on the table that both sides can relate to, or all sides can relate to. Sports, okay? When you're in sports, when you're practicing, when you're playing, whatever, you don't care about what's outside of it. You're focused on what's inside. And that's having fun, becoming more fine-tuning your athletic availability. And so that's one side of it, to where we can help coach you, either privately or groups, to follow your dreams and become a pro football player, become run for a mayor of Compton. Okay, these are all follow your dreams. It's something that our youth have that they look forward to. Now, when we flip it over to the mentorship part of it, we help mentor our youth to help them become the better versions of themselves. And that's by giving them the hope and the inspiration of changes, and even more so in the education part of it. Because if they want to participate in sports, or they want to participate in activities, they have to have the grade in order to do it, which is a 2.0. If you don't have that, so we help them understand that let's do some stuff. Let's get that grade up. Let's get that self-esteem, self-worth within you. Now, here's the kick. If they're in a negative environment at home, because it's that vicious cycle of what happened to your parents is what's going to happen to you, and then it's going to happen to your children. And how about breaking that cycle, starting with our youth? So that when they go home and their grades are now up because they started participating and maybe getting some extra curricular, some extra credit or whatever, to change that F into a D. Well, you change that F into a D, your parents cannot call you a failure, because your parents want what's best for you. So they're going to continue to push. So there's that magnetic force that you flip the magnets around, and that's what's happening between our parents and our youth in at-risk environment. So not only do we help our youth become the best version of themselves, when they go home and their parents said, "Oh, I saw your report card, and you don't have any F's on your report card," that young adult can now tell their parents why they're doing what they're doing and how it makes them feel. And that parent, which wants best for them because they remember what their childhood was like, now they maybe can start communication. Maybe they start talking. Maybe they actually start caring, or feel that each side care about the other side, and they want to do what's best for themselves or their children. And so it's a trickle down effect, starting with sports, starting with our youth that actually can go home, dropping that drop of the love in that pond of life, and let it expand. And ultimately, all sides are going to be looking in a more positive view or outlook than they were prior to these changes.
Is there a specific age bracket that is better to get started, or is it kind of any time is a good time?
I feel that the age, and this is personal experience. Okay, I feel that 11, 12, 13, that's when everything actually starts coming together. You're either going to agree and connect, or you're going to disagree, like that, again, that reverse magnet, and just push everything off. I believe that age is the telling age of the foundation of who you will be as you grow.
I love that. So before we get into more questions, I just want to share that for anyone that is tuning in, I already know that some messages have like flowed into my DMs. So feel free, if you are watching and you're thinking, I would love to be part of the Christmas in July Stream-a-thon, there is still time. Now we're talking sports. I don't know what this is called, but I envision many of you are going to come sliding in, you know, to like home base at the very tail end. And you know what? It happens every year. This is my 5th year. Been there, done that. So there is still time, but not much. So feel free to message me. We are still welcoming speakers, sponsors, businesses, participants. Just if you want to be a part of this goodness of sharing hope, love, and inspiration around the world for 24 hours straight this coming weekend, please get a hold of me. So for you, Charles, I know you got a lot of new things that are popping up, but if you had to say, like, what are you most excited about right now that is happening with Follow Your Dreams Athletics?
The fact that I have moved here from another state, I've been here 2 years, and I am actively been speaking in schools, high schools, and just recently, a couple months ago, I was able to put on a 2-day presentation, a workshop, a Monopoly workshop at a middle school for 7th and 8th graders. So I'm excited that I'm starting to get noticed, or doors are starting to open up for me to do what I do, which is reaching out to our youth. And again, at the middle school level, at the high school level, helping them understand that everything is on them. They can only be the best versions of themselves if they put the time and effort into helping them follow their dreams, whatever it may be.
Yeah, and that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So do you see, you know, knowing that you worked in the schools in doing this Monopoly live interactive type game with them to help teach them the game of life, basically, do you see yourself hosting any type of in-person events where, you know, kids, no matter if it's different school districts or different classes, like could possibly come to participate in something like this? Or is it going to stay strictly into the sports and the coaching?
No, actually, I want to expand it into, because I went to 28 schools by the time I hit my sophomore year in high school. I went to 18 elementary schools, 9 junior high schools, ran away at 16 and got adopted. And that's where the sports part of it took effect for me. But I think it's more about helping them in their education, because if it wasn't for the administrators, if it wasn't for the coaches, if it wasn't for a principal or the counselors that believed in me, because at that age, when you're in the environment that you're in, you don't think anybody cares about you. So when your administrators, your coaches, your teachers, your counselors actually have something to do in your life and they're helping you, then that's going to help you in the future. So yes, I am up to and ready to speak about the power of not just education, but activities in schools that will help you change your future.
That's beautiful. And we all know that that is so needed right now. I mean, parents need mentors to come in and work with the youth. Teachers, coaches need more help. But for the kids, like they need this attention and they need people pouring into them. So how can people connect with you? Like if a parent is watching this and saying like, I think that my son would benefit from something like this, or my daughter might benefit from something like this. Like, are there particular sports that you focus more on, and how can people reach you?
Well, I am probably the best would be football, basketball, and track. I've coached at both middle school and high school levels, varsity, junior varsity, and freshman. And they can get a hold of me if they would like by going to my website, which I'm working on. Follow Your Dreams Athletics. On there, there's a description of things that I do, some testimonies, and also how to get a hold of me through my email and even my personal phone number. Or you can go to Charles Prinzen at LinkedIn, and there's a pretty good profile of me there also.
Nice. So they can find you on LinkedIn or followyourdreamsathletics.com. Right. So I have one more question for you. But before we wrap up, I really just want to say thank you on a personal level for all of the love and the support that you pour into what we're doing here. Like I said, you have been a part of this from year two and on. And it really just it's not possible without people helping in some way, shape, or form. So thank you so much. Can you share, this is one of the final questions, and then anything else that you want to share about Follow Your Dreams Athletics, but why why from the moment that you came into this Stream-a-thon, why you're choosing to be here and support once again, because it's amazing to see the people that come back and want to be a part of this. So I just love to hear from you. What made you say yes to showing up again when schedules are so busy and hectic?
Wow. I have a thing that I do. I go into cities, different states, and it's random acts of kindness. So where I'll go into the hood, I'll go where some people don't go, and I'll find somebody that looks like they might need some help, and I will feed them. I ask them to take a picture of me so I can put it up there that we share that random acts of kindness. I just feel that Christmas in July is a random act of kindness, that it's a way to have those like myself. See, I help people understand and bring awareness to breaking those negative cycles of life that will continue to go around and around and around. It's like I tell some parents, when you become a grandparent, would you like seeing your grandchildren? I'm a great grandparent. Would you like seeing your great grandchildren do the things that you did when you were a child, or the environment that you were in? And look at that. Change is possible, and it starts with you. So this just gives me an opportunity to come on this particular event that means so much. It's all about spreading the love, man. And Elena, you spread more love than, that's what it's all about. I think that's why the following keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I've been around for 4 years now, and you got more sponsors, you got more people, and you're still inviting them. So there is no limit to love. There is no limit to kindness. The more we spread, the more we give, the more we get back, and the more like dropping that drop of love in the pond of life and letting it just go out. That's what Christmas in July is all about.
That is us. Thank you. So for everybody that is tuning in, whether you're catching this live now, whether you're going to catch it tonight or come across it next week, even after the Stream-a-thon, it is still going to be up. We'll be streaming in 17 countries, but please take a moment to connect with Charles Prinzen, to visit followyourdreamsathletics.com, look for him on LinkedIn, and even maybe you don't have any youth in your environment anymore. Maybe you're the grandparent, but if you know that there is a young man or a young woman that could benefit from mentorship or coaching, please reach out, because I can see firsthand that he is always available to serve and help in any capacity that he is able. Is there any last thing that you would like to share as a sponsor of Christmas in July?
The only time or the only way you can change things is to actually step forward and make it happen, to put the effort, to put the energy into it. And I always like to end with this. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. Go out there and spread the love today on those that are in need and put a smile on their face.
And that's a wrap. I mean, you can't end any better than that. So thank you. And remember, everyone, there's still time to join us. You don't have to be a speaker. You don't have to be somebody that feels that they have a professional platform. You can simply come on and just spread a little bit of love, hope, inspiration. We want to hear from you. So please message me, and I look forward to seeing you all this coming weekend. We start at 10 a.m. on Saturday, July 11th, and you will see my face until 10 a.m. on Sunday, July 12th. And we are getting cranked and excited. So we're going to play our exit video, and we will see you all soon. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.